His victim was in within the criminal legal system, and when he assaulted her, he went the next day to everyone that she knew that was potentially able to represent her, and gave them all a small retainer in order to block her access to them. When he talked about that in the group, I had no reason to not think that somebody thought, damn, that's a good idea. I never thought of doing that on my own. So the reality is they're changing. Some are changing and getting more devious by being in the programs, but they're also doing that by watching the movies that talk about how to use technology. They're also doing that by being in the holding tank over at the Washtenaw County Jail, and somebody's saying, this is what she did and this is what I did, and they say, oh, I never thought about doing it that way. So it's a reality that's just present. Getting more to your question, one of the failures of this movement that I'm in, which is the work around working with perpetrators of domestic violence, which is kind of a subset of the bigger anti-domestic violence movement, is we haven't yet talked about, well, we've talked a lot about it, we haven't determined what we mean by success. So in the recovery world, what is success? Staying sober today, right? And a lifestyle that supports that today. And so if we send somebody to the Betty Ford Clinic or Hazleton, or you pick whatever you want the country, to Dawn Farm, the country's best intervention addiction treatment program, people relapse? Yeah. Does that mean Dawn Farm, Betty Ford, Hazleton is a bad program? I'm going to say no. Hopefully you'll say no too. Now, I'm not suggesting that domestic violence is an addiction that has a relapse, but I'm using these to compare them. So it's important, again, that our metaphors don't mean I'm saying this is an addiction. But the relapse, what is a relapse when it comes to domestic violence? Is it getting caught, or is it doing the behavior? Is it doing the behavior less anything that's against the law? Because most domestic violence is not against the law. What? Yes, that's true. Most domestic violence is not illegal. If you've seen the Power and Control wheel, hopefully you've seen that. So, it's in our slides. Go on the internet.